You know, it's been over 60 episodes since we were last in Swarky. I don't think we've been here since the beginning of the Let's Play. And yet, it feels like nothing's changed at all. What's going on, everybody? Thanatos Kyra here, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Octopath Traveler. In the last episode, we finished off Honnet's Chapter 4, and in the process, also finished up all of our party members' stories. But we're not done with the game just yet, folks. We've still got 4 more travelers to go through. So, in this episode, I'm going to make our way back to the Frostlands so we can go pick up Ophilia and start her Chapter 1. And from then on, we'll embark on a whole new adventure all over again. From here, we'll go to Atlas Dam, where we'll pick up Cyrus, and then we'll go to Rippletide to go pick up Tressa, and last but not least, we'll finish off with Sunshade. Now, before I leave Swarky, I would just like to show you guys another battle-tested weapon that you can buy here once you finish Honnet's Chapter 4. Now that we've rescued Zonta, he's now back in the village. Though ye have been bidden not to move in, the requests endeth not. What's your story? Honnet's master and a fellow hunter of Swarky. He and his direwolf Hagen travel across the realm, leaving epic tales of their deeds in their wake. Though childish at times, his demeanor changes when on a hunt, reflecting the wisdom of his years. And, if you'll go see his possessions, you'll see he has a battle-tested bow. An absolutely amazing bow. In fact, probably the best bow in the entire game in terms of physical attack damage. It gives 384 to physical attack, 186 to critical, and on top of that, it occasionally decreases the target's physical defense. Alright, but I think that's all we can do around here. So, we'll go head off on a new journey. I'll cut to when we actually make it to the Frostlands, because you guys have pretty much seen all the monsters that are here already. Alright guys, welcome to the Western Flames Grace Wilds. It's gonna be a pretty long way before we make it to Flames Grace, though the pathway up there is pretty winding. Alright. Let's start making our way there.
I'll make this quick.
And quick it shall be.
Come in, if thou darest.
Alright, so what have we got here? We've got a snow fox, a snow marmot, another snow fox, and an ice lizardman 3. Which feels like the odd one out, but okay. Alright, let's get Lind out here. Did not anticipate Lind using sweep to be, did not anticipate Lind using pounce, to be honest. I thought she would use sweep or something. Alright, there goes the ice lizardman.
Bring it on.
Let's see if we can't get these guys out of here with a level slash, just to end it off. There we go. Unfortunately, it's gonna give us, like, no XP. Yeah, literally only 22, but hey, at least we got a domination bonus. Alright, let's continue pressing onward. Up here should be the Northern Flames Grace Wilds, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll make this quick.
Alright, what have we got here now? Frost Foxes, an Ice Lizardman 1, and another Ice Lizardman 1. Alright.
I will cut you down.
And they're all gone. Fantastic.
The thrill of the fight.
Doesn't look like we got a break bonus, unfortunately, but oh well. Let's just keep moving forward. Alright, the Northern Flames Grace Wilds. Should only be a little longer to Flames Grace itself. Alright, let me orient myself with the sun. I guess not. Okay. Alright, what have we got here? A Frost Bear. Alright, that looks pretty intimidating. Let's see if we can't steal some SP from it. Nice! 79 SP.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
That topped Therion up completely.
The dagger down.
Wow, we're doing a crap ton of damage.
I honor thee, my quarry.
Although that's probably because these enemies have really low defense. I'll have to confirm that with their stats, though, but that's a story for another day. You've got to be joking! Alright. Welcome to Flames Grace, guys. It's a pretty peaceful place, all things considered.
A good day.
This is Flames Grace, the very cradle of the Church of the Sacred Flame. Nice. And this is Ophilia. Alright, let's see what we can do. Do we want to change the party right now? I don't think that'll be necessary. We can just swap Ophilia with, well, whoever we need right now. Liana, wait! I will perform the kindling in your stead. Her name is Ophilia, and she is a cleric. In her home of Flames Grace, the great cathedral towers above all. Within its sheltering walls, she spends her days in service to the flame. She has been helping Liana, her dear friend and sister, prepare for the kindling, a holy pilgrimage carried out once every 20 years. But on the eve of Liana's departure, tragedy strikes, and Ophilia steels herself to set out on the pilgrimage, breaking the traditions of her faith in hopes of keeping her adopted family together. She will need brave allies on the path she has chosen. Well, luckily for you, Ophilia, we are very brave allies. Alright, who do we want to swap out? You know what, let's swap Olberic out. There we go. And we will hear the beginning of Ophilia's tale.
Come in. May the sacred flame light your path on this fine day. And may it ever shine its warmth upon you. How many times have we said those words? And yet, they seem to take on a whole new meaning now. Each day is one day closer to my departure. Perhaps I'm more nervous than I thought I was. Liana? You needn't worry about me. I was born to make the pilgrimage.
It's nice to see that Liana and Ophilia have a pretty healthy relationship. Christ, I can already tell their bond is nigh unbreakable.
My father did the same 20 years ago. As his daughter, I cannot let him down. You really are incredible, Liana. I don't know how you do it. What? As the Archbishop's only true-born daughter, everyone always expects so much from you. And yet you never fail them. Each of your sermons is more inspiring than the last. And now, the pilgrimage. So much is placed on you alone. Don't be silly. I'm not alone. I have you, don't I? And everyone at the cathedral. Why, you're the one who helped me think of a topic for that last sermon, Ophilia. You even stayed up nights with me to draft it. A willing set of ears and a few pretty words, that's all I could offer you. I wish I could do something that would truly help you. Oh, abandon such worries and come, my sister. Father is expecting us in the chapel.
Alright, let's make our way for the chapel now. We don't have access to the pause menu, or oh wait, no, actually we do. Nice. Alright. Let's take a look at Ophilia's stats and equipment, shall we? So right now we have a staff, a buckler, an ordinary hat, and a robe. Interestingly enough, it looks like this ordinary hat adds to our elemental attack, which is pretty nice. Alright, Ophilia's stats. It looks like she has insanely high elemental defense, but pretty low speed and evasion. She also looks to have a pretty decent amount of SP. Her elemental attack is also pretty high, but as expected, her physical attack and physical defense are relatively low. And her critical is the lowest of all, although I don't really expect her to do much, considering that, as a cleric, she's not going to be doing much in the way of physical damage. Alright, heal wounds. For 8 SP, it restores HP to all allies. Holy Light. For 6 SP, it inflicts light-based damage on a single foe. Sheltering Veil. For 6 SP, it augments one ally's elemental defense for 2 turns. Luminescence does light-based damage to all foes for 9 SP. Heal More restores a large amount of SP to all allies for 25 SP. Reflective Veil grants a single ally the ability to reflect 1 elemental attack. Revive, for 50 SP, a whopping 50 SP, revives all incapacitated allies. And I think for now, that's going to be the highest SP cost of any skill. And of course, we also have Ophilia's Divine skill, but we're a ways off from learning that. Anyways, to the chapel! In the beginning, the 13 gods created the land. They shaped the mountains, filled the seas, gave life to mighty trees and myriad beasts, and then they created men, who would become masters of the land. Yet one god, Galdera, was too greedy to part with his creations. And so the 12 deities of good were forced into a desperate struggle with the cruel Galdera, lord of the most infernal magics. In the end, the conflict was brought to a close by Alfric, the Flamebringer, lord of all that is holy. Alfric called astral fire down upon Galdera, sapping his strength, then sealed him away in the afterworld. A divine flame to chase the shadows. This is the sacred flame that shines down on the land of Orstera, bringing warmth and guidance to its people. That is a very nice lore dump we got there, very enlightening on Octopath mythology.
There you are, my girls.
Your Excellency, may the sacred flame ever light your path. Have you need of us here, Father?
I wish to see you, that is all. Do carry on with your duties.
As you wish, Your Excellency.
It is as if the two of you have become women grown in but the blink of an eye. How long has it been, Ophilia, since you came to us?
15 years, Your Excellency, or near enough so.
15 years. I suppose it is little wonder that you have grown so.
I was but an orphan, Your Excellency, starving and sickly. I would not have lived to see this day if you had not taken me in.
Ophilia seems to have a great amount of gratitude.
I may not have said it enough growing up, but my heart is full of gratitude for all that you have given me.
No need for such words, my child. We all follow the path the flame illuminates for us.
Come on, Feely. We're family. You, Father, and I. There's no need to be so formal about it.
I've noticed that Ophilia seems pretty insistent on using Your Excellency to refer to the Archbishop here.
Why should you have to thank us for being with you? That's what family's for. Of course. You're right, Liana. And besides, Father may be a great archbishop in here, but we both know he's just an old layabout at home. Isn't that right, Father?
An old layabout? Oh, you wound me, Liana.
I know your duties at the cathedral keep you busy, Father, but honestly, you're no help at all when it comes to keeping a household running. Would it kill you to cook a meal or dust the bookshelves from time to time?
Oh my. When you put it that way, I suppose I am quite useless after all.
It looks like the Archbishop just can't win, huh? He reminds me a lot of Zonta in that regard. Sure, he might take a lot of shit from everybody around him, but in the end, everybody has an amazing deal of respect for him.
So even the great and beloved Archbishop falls short in the discerning eye of his daughter.
So it would seem, Ophilia. So it would seem. Now, tell me, Liana. Are you prepared for your journey to the Cave of Origin?
But of course, Father. I am ready.
In the deepest recess of that cave is where you will find the first flame. You will take the ember to the churches across the realm, where it will serve to light the sacred fires that warm and protect all the lands. This is the kindling, the time-honored rite held without fail once every 20 years since the days of old. Your journey will not be an easy one. As soon as you step foot into the wilderness, you will be met with lawless villains and savage beasts.
I can definitely attest to that as somebody who's already traveled Dorsterum. There are plenty of lawless villains, and just as many savage beasts.
Yes, many a servant of the church has made this journey throughout our history. Some have never returned.
Jesus Christ, is it really that grim?
But I know you can do this, my daughter. Everyone has put their faith in you.
I really hope so she can do it. Because from my point of view, it looks like she's embarking on a suicide mission.
I won't let anyone down. I will carry out the rite, just as you did 20 years before.
Very good, my child. Very good.
That didn't sound very good. Christ, are you alright?
Father? Are you all right, Your Excellency?
It's nothing to worry yourselves over. Just my years announcing their advance.
Well, such is life, huh? I mean, old age will do that to you.
Oh, you mustn't sound so gloomy, Your Excellency. There is still so much we would learn from you before we let you call yourself Archbishop Emeritus. Ophilia is right, Father. Like she always is. You should retire for the day and let your body recuperate. We can handle things from here. We will let the Pontiff know that you are resting in your chambers, sir.
When my two girls insist, who is this old man to deny them? I will leave the preparations for today's service to you.
We will take care of everything, Your Excellency. I'll see Father back to his chambers. Thank you, Liana. I will see to our duties here.
Alright.
Well then.
I suppose I'd best start preparing for the next service at once. Oh my. What is the child doing here all alone? Yeah, that can't be good. What is the matter, child? Ah, a classic tale, isn't it? Christ, dude, calm down. We'll help you find your mother.
Won't you come with me?
Now, let's dry those tears. Why don't I help you look for your mother? Yes, I'm pretty sure it won't be too much trouble.
Of course.
The sacred flame will show us the way. Though I should be preparing for the service. No. I simply cannot abandon this poor boy. If I hurry, I should still be able to finish everything in time. Alright, and here we will be introduced to Ophilia's path action. Ophilia can guide townspeople, and they will follow her wherever she goes. Let's guide this wayward child. Let the flame guide your path. Alright, let's go find this boy's mother. Thankfully, according to our radar here, she's just in front of the cathedral.
Mother!
There we go.
Young man!
There you are.
Oh!
Sister Ophilia, how can I thank you for taking care of this little troublemaker of mine? And you, how many times must I tell you not to wander off on your own?
Actually...
Pray do not scold the poor boy. He was so brave and good this whole time.
Thank you so much.
You are too kind, Sister Ophilia. I know how busy you are with your duties at the chapel. Thank you for helping me despite that. It is no wonder that the Archbishop is so proud of his 2 daughters. 2 daughters? Surely you must know that he's forever boasting of you and Sister Liana both.
Truly?
Wow, looks like Ophilia is pretty startled.
But of course.
Almost every time I speak to him. Come along now, you. Thanks, Sister Ophilia, then it's back home with you.
Thank you.
It was my pleasure, child. But do try to stay with your mother in the future, yes?
I see.
I will do all I can to be the daughter you would want me to be. Alright, now that that's over,
If I might.
who the hell are you?
Of course.
Yes? Might I be of some service, my good sir? Would you know where I might find His Excellency the Archbishop? May I ask who is looking for him?
Ah,
Pray forgive my lack of manners. My name is Matthias, a trader with the Leonil Consortium. The Archbishop has generously deigned to engage in a transaction of sorts with us.
Well then,
A trader? I see. It's an honor to meet you, sir. I am Sister Ophilia.
oh!
Oh, so you are Sister Ophilia. I've heard so much about you. When the Archbishop contacted me to request my services, he spoke much of his 2 daughters. I also heard that Sister Liana will be the next flame bearer. The realm is blessed to have such loyal servants. It is, as a matter of fact, to equip your sister for her forthcoming journey that the Archbishop has summoned me here today. Is that so? We are much obliged for your support.
No.
Think nothing of it, good sister. It is the duty of the faithful to serve the Church, as the Church so tirelessly serves us.
No.
Sister Ophilia, you must come at once. Whatever's the matter?
It's a disaster!
It's the Archbishop. His Excellency has collapsed.
but how could...
What? I will come at once. Master Matthias, forgive me for abandoning you when you have journeyed so far, but...
No.
Do not spare a moment's thought for me, sister. Pray go to the Archbishop's side at once.
Forgive me.
I thank you for your understanding, sir. Please excuse me. I do not like the way the camera lingers on this man. What is he plotting?
Your Excellency!
Christ, what the hell happened to him?
Ophilia, please! Please, take a moment to breathe. Forgive me, Liana, but His Excellency...
What His Excellency needs most now is rest. Please try not to excite him.
Of course. Forgive me.
Anna?
Well, it's good to know he's still alive, if only barely by the sound of it.
Yes, Father?
The pilgrimage. The sacred flame.
Do not worry yourself, Father. I will perform the rite without fail, just as you taught me.
That is good to hear.
Father!
Worry not, Sister Liana. He is only resting.
Liana,
Christ, looks like Liana had quite the spook there.
Sister Liana, are you not well?
I'm fine. I think I just need some fresh air. Liana.
We should go after her. We gotta make sure she's alright.
I know she is trying to act strong before the others. But I worry for her. I should be by her side at a time like this.
Alright, let's go find Liana. Make for the hill overlooking the cathedral. What do you have to say, Archbishop? Nothing. Alright. Can't say I'm surprised. Alright, let's go make our way for that hill. Should be just around the corner here. Alright, there she is. Now, should just be a matter of getting to her at this point.
Liana, how are you feeling? Ophilia?
Whoa! Christ, Liana. What the hell's gotten into you?
Liana! What am I to do, Ophilia? Father! My father is... Liana. Thinking about what might happen makes me feel so scared, so angry that I feel like my heart might just burst. But if I fall to pieces now, everyone will lose hope. I must be strong. And soon, I must depart on the pilgrimage. The rite cannot be put off any longer. There are centuries of tradition we must obey. But leaving my father behind, without even knowing if I'll ever see him again. Don't despair, Liana. We are together in this. We will find a way. Ophilia.
It has been 15 years since His Excellency took me in. My family lost in the war, I was left with nothing, and no one to care for me.
Now then,
Do not despair, Ophilia. From today, we are your family. This is Liana, my daughter, your new sister.
Hey,
My name's Liana, but you can call me Anna, if you'd like. Huh, not much for words, are you?
huh?
What's the matter with her?
oh,
Liana, I'm afraid that Ophilia has gone through something very sad. So let us see that she is cheered once more. Together, in the light of the sacred flame, we will find happiness.
Yes,
I'll be the best sister ever, Ophilia. My first days in the Archbishop's home, I kept in my room and spoke to no one. It was she who brought me out of my shell. Liana, my best friend, my sister.
hey, Feely, don't you want to go outside? Oh, I know. There's someplace I just have to take you. What? This way! Up here! Where are we going? It's just a little further. Come on, we're nearly there.
Man, that's
Here we
quite a
are.
view. Well, it would be quite a view if the camera would focus on the cathedral.
What is this place? It's my favorite place in all the world. Maybe it could become your favorite place too. Hmm? It's beautiful. Isn't it though? That's why I love it here. Here, Feely. This is for you. So now, won't you play with me? Still no? Feely, are you crying? No, I'm not. I'm not crying. Good to hear it. We're going to be the best of sisters, Feely. I just know it. I'd like that too, Liana. Then it's settled. Oh, next time I'll teach you my favorite game, and then...
Ah, there's the camera. Now that is a view to behold. After I lost my family, I was convinced it was my fate to be alone and miserable for the rest of my days. But Liana brought me out from under that dark cloud and gave me the strength to start living again. Back in the present,
I'm sorry.
alright, it looks like the voice acting's gone again. I don't understand why this game's voice acting is so weird like that. I will return to Father's side and stay with him as long as I can.
Yes.
Pray do that, Liana. He will rest all the easier knowing you are with him. The Archbishop's illness weighs heavier on Liana than anyone else.
And yet,
She must hide that from all around her. Tomorrow she's to set out to gather the ember from the Cave of Origin.
in that case...
If I were to gather the ember in her place, Liana could stay by her father's side. Of course, I cannot bear to leave him either. And if someone else were to gather the ember, that same person would have to go on the pilgrimage and complete the rite. To say nothing of straying into that cave without the church's blessing, I'd get more than just a stern lecture, that is for sure. As I recall, the Cave of Origin lies within the foothills to the east of here. And so I must gather the ember, that I might perform the kindling in my sister's stead. This is the path that I have chosen. I alone must go. Even so, you would lend me your aid? I thank you, kind traveler. Surely the flame has guided you to my side. Now let us make for the Cave of Origin. It lies in the hills to the east of town. Ophilia has now joined the party. Alright, now we gotta exit the town to the east and make for the Cave of Origin. Let's take Connet out of the party and replace her with Ulbrich. Because the recommended level for this chapter is 12. And I'm not going to be taking Ulbrich, Therion, or Alphen with me when I go fight Ophilia's Chapter 1 boss. Ophilia's gonna have to do that on her own. I know that's a pretty unwise decision as far as things go, but I want to keep things as fair as possible. Alright, before we head out though, I gotta make sure I buy her some top tier equipment to make sure that she isn't wiped out accidentally. Alright, let's see, what do we have in the way of... Actually, I want to know if we can buy anything that'll give us extra stuff. Or rather, inquire from somebody who will give us extra stuff in the provisioners or the armor. That's a hidden item. That's just an inn. There's nobody in the provisioners either, because that's just the provisioners. Is there anybody in here? Perhaps you? Nope. Alright. Well, I think I'll just have to leave the episode off on here for now. In between episodes, I will go ask and inquire anybody from around town to see if they can't give us new weapons for sale. And I will also be going to the path of the Cave of Origin, just so I can grind Ophilia up to level 12. But, beyond that, that'll be all for this episode of Octopath Traveler. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys will stay tuned for the next one, when we will head off into the Cave of Origin to go finish off Ophilia's Chapter 1 and take on our Chapter 1 boss. Until then, though, I hope you guys have a great day, and take care.